Hi, my name is Wallace. I am a public health registrar based in the West Midlands, and previously I was a public health commissioning manager based at Trafford Council, and this was a role I was in when I initially applied for the programme. So starting off in terms of why I did choose to apply, I think the main reasons were I was looking to develop skills, kind of improve my knowledge in health research, have a better idea of how I might want to um, apply or undertake that in a local authority setting, and also I have my own research ideas that I was interested in potentially pursuing. I was a tobacco control lead at the time at Trafford Council, and I was particularly interested in looking at young people vaping. So before I start to talk about my internship, I think that's an important caveat, which is halfway through the internship, I was successful in applying to be a public health registrar, which is 5 years of training with the end goal being to be a public health consultant. And the first year of that training is undertaking a master's in public health. So, in terms of how that affected my internship, that meant that while I initially went into the program thinking about potentially building up some of my ideas into a research project, once I was knew I was going to be starting a master's in public health in this September, that wasn't feasible anymore. However, I still had a really interesting time during the internship and felt like there was a lot of benefits as a result of me undertaking it. So, in terms of my experience, I think one of the major things that I gained through the internship was through being able to kind of meet a lot of different people and have a lot of different conversations. So I was able to meet with researchers that were focused on populations or interventions that were relevant to services I was commissioning, which really helped me kind of think about how I might want to commission them differently or recommission services. I was also able to have conversations with researchers around some of my research ideas and gain an understanding around the practicalities of doing that. I was able to see things like research protocols and actually the how people go about doing an evidence, a literature review or an evidence synthesis, which was really insightful. But it wasn't just kind of having nice conversations with people. I also was able to undertake some kind of more formal training around how to do a literature review, how to do a literature review and how to do an evidence synthesis. That was things like Cochrane and also access to one of the modules at the University of Manchester. Also, more broadly, there were training opportunities that I think really helped improve me as a practitioner. So that's things like the Combi behaviour change module at UCL. And I think kind of through this kind of skills and knowledge opportunities I had, um, I was then able to apply that in my practice in terms of thinking about how I was commissioning things, as I mentioned, but also I was able to deliver training to the local authority team I was in at the time based on the combi training I'd undertaken. And I also actively sought out opportunities to have the team as a whole gain some research training, which I managed to obtain through AXA, who did a introduction to critical appraisals, which I think was really beneficial for the team, even if it was just a case of it being a refresher and it was knowledge they might already had, or if it was more of an introduction to kind of some of these ideas. I also think that the internship itself was quite an important part of me being successful on in my application to the training program, because it kind of gave me a bit more confidence in my knowledge, and also had actually given me more knowledge which was then relevant when applying. Um, and also since being successful on the program, it's been really useful because I haven't been in education for nearly 10 years now, and I think the idea of starting an MPH in September would have been significantly more daunting had I not spent kind of the last 9 months meeting with researchers, having conversations, doing training. I actually can't attend today in person because I'm halfway through an epidemiology and stats module, and it definitely feels more like building on the learning I'd already obtained through the internship rather than it all feeling completely new. In terms of, I think the impact the internship will have on my future career goals, I think firstly, hopefully it's going to help me pass the MPH, which will be great. And I think more long term, there are opportunities to undergo training placements with the NIHR as a registrar. And I think through my experience, the internship, that's definitely something I'll be looking to pursue. So yeah, thank you for your time. Bye.